Well, you may have seen ultimate fighting matches on television.
It's a contest of skill in mixed martial arts that's become pretty popular. Well, we may soon have a pro fighter from right here in the Hub City on our hands. KMAC 28's Amanda Salem joins us in the newsroom with the story of this Lubbock native who hopes to make it big.
Bill, Carla, Eric Davila lives kind of a superhero life. He works a full-time job and then trains to fight for hours each day. But he says all the hard work is worth it if he gets to fight full-time for his family and for Lubbock, his home.
Sometimes I'm here till 1 in the morning. I'm just a fighter. That's what I do. I'm going to make it. That's all I got to tell my fans is I'm going to make it.
A fighter trains tirelessly with steadfast strength and dreams bigger than you could ever imagine.
If I were to make it, it would be a blessing. The best blessing in the world, other than my actual kids and, you know, seeing them being born and stuff like that. I mean, this would be a very, very big blessing to me.
Eric Davila is a Lubbock boy to the bone, but he wants to take on the world of ultimate fighting, a match of mixed martial arts that seems to be drawing quite a fan base.
And I started actually doing small shows, started winning, and then they started pushing me out to Hawaii and Chicago and just started sending me everywhere fighting, and I started being very good at it.
But for Eric, he's been hooked for years. He was a state champion wrestler for Coronado High School, then at 18 started fighting all over the U.S.
We moved down to San Antonio, and my wife had 3 surgeries in 1 year.
But all that excitement came to a quick end a few years ago when Eric's wife, Bridget, fell ill.
Didn't find a gym. Was out for about 3 or 4 years, and a lot of people were wondering what happened to Eric Davila.
While many were wondering where Eric went, this fighter says he never questioned his wife's strength, and soon she was back. And he says it was time he made a comeback too. So Eric and his family of 7 kids moved back to Lubbock, and he started working a regular 40-hour week plus training for about 30. Hoping that dream of becoming a full-time fighter would finally be within reach.
I'm going to try my hardest to get us where we need to be, and y'all know me. When I say something, I do it.
Every Tuesday and Thursday night, Eric's gym fills with fighters, Eric's second family. But soon he's going to leave the dim lights of West Lubbock for the bright lights and big city of his dream.
I'm really nervous. Just hope he does good. I'm really hoping, he just stays in there and does what he's got to do. Don't let it go to decisions, what I always tell him.
The lights were shining bright on a brisk Oklahoma City Saturday. The Coca-Cola Center lined with Ultimate Fighting fans. The biggest, by far, Bridget, and a matchup on the line.
Whatever helps is what I'll be yelling.
The bigger they are, the harder to call, I guess. YGKO! On top of the world. It's like my heart just came out of my chest and said, "You did a good job, Eric." Lubbock, Texas.
That's right. Eric knocked out opponent Jeremiah Sanders in 2 minutes in the octagon, sending Eric to the top of the world and his dream closer than ever.
First coming out, man, I was from my family. Para la gente mexicana, en Lubbock, Texas, aquí estoy. Voy a quedar aquí.
He's one of our biggest heroes because he puts us first. He thinks about us all the time.
A fighter may train, a fighter may dream. But for a fighter like Eric, the prize isn't won with a punch. What counts is what's won with heart, something Eric says he's had all along.
It's always been about my family, and I don't know anything else. I'm just a poor kid from the barrios of Lubbock, Texas, trying to make it big, and hopefully it'll happen.
Eric also says he has a family full of fighters. His brother fights as well as 4 of his kids, and his wife even fought for a while. Meanwhile, if you're wondering what's next for Eric, he is up for a fight this weekend in Colorado, and if he wins that fight, he could get that ticket for a UFC match. Best of luck to you, Eric. Live in the newsroom, Amanda Salem, KMAC 28 News.